Live Action is a pro-life group. Like a lot of other activist groups, Live Action wants to advertise on Twitter. So it sought to put up the following ad. It shows a picture of a baby in utero, and it says, "I am not a potential human. I am a human with potential." Simple enough, but Twitter is refusing to run the ad. Twitter says Live Action has tweeted sensitive material in the past. Unless Live Action censors itself and deletes these tweets, Twitter says it will not be allowed to buy ads. Lila Rose is founder and president of Live Action, and she joins us tonight. So it's hard to believe this. You're trying to give money to Twitter, and they're turning it down on what sound like ideological grounds.
Yes, absolutely ideological grounds, because Planned Parenthood, the nation's biggest abortion chain, is advertising on Twitter. But Live Action, which is the leading pro-life platform for the pro-life movement, is not allowed to. And the kind of tweets that they're flagging, Tucker, that they're calling a violation of their hate insensitive policy, show ultrasound images, they're fact checks of Planned Parenthood, they're discussing the prenatal life and its beauty. These are the sorts of tweets that that Twitter is trying to block.
So we're looking at, we got one on the screen. That's what Twitter considered too offensive for people to look at?
Yes, it violates the hate insensitive policy. And this is a platform, of course, that is a public company. So this is not something they're telling their shareholders or they're telling their users that they're actually going to be blocking the advertisement of pro-life speech. I mean, this is something that they've been kind of keeping a secret, and now we're trying to get this news out there that they've been blocking us.
But meanwhile, the abortion industry gets to advertise all at once. Planned Parenthood.
Exactly.
And by the way, Planned Parenthood is, of course, subsidized by the U.S. taxpayer.
Exactly. That's another important point, is they have a over $1 billion budget, and $500 million is coming from taxpayers. And Planned Parenthood is committing almost 900 abortions a day, but they're allowed to do promotion, and they're not violating the hate insensitive policy. It's Live Action. It's a pro-life group that's exposing them, that's talking about the value of preborn life. I mean, messages that a lot of Americans, Tucker, agree with. And yet Twitter was responding to us for months, saying, a Twitter bot saying, this is banned. We won't let you put this out. And finally we got in touch with a real live person, and they told us that, you know, Twitter, we would have to actually delete almost all of our tweets and delete our website and create a new website in order to do advertising on Twitter.
That's unbelievable. We reached out to Twitter because this seemed an atrocity to us. I think we have a statement. Can we put it up? From Twitter. Twitter has clear, transparent rules that every advertiser is required to follow, and the political viewpoints of the organization do not impact how these rules are applied.
Yes, so transparent that it took over a year for us to finally get from Twitter what's wrong with these tweets showing ultrasound, what's wrong with these tweets fact-checking Planned Parenthood. And finally they said that any tweet that shows an ultrasound, that shows a prenatal life and affirms it, that exposes Planned Parenthood, violates the hate and sensitive policy. Twitter, I think the big picture here, Tucker, is that there's an epidemic on college campuses, in legacy media, to silence speech that you don't like. And Twitter is supposed to be a place, I mean, their own mission statement says that they're a place to empower people to share ideas and information without any blocks, with freedom to get it out to as many people as possible. And yet, that's exactly what they're doing here, and it's clearly ideological.
There's nothing more offensive to the left than opposing abortion, for sure. So, I mean, is there anything you're leaving out? I just want to be absolutely certain.
No, I mean,
they're letting Planned Parenthood come on. They're not letting you come on.
Exactly.
They're basically calling this hate speech.
Exactly. Hate, a violation of the hate insensitive policy. And again, tweets that are critical of Planned Parenthood, tweets that are exposing abortion, that are showing images of prenatal life, of children in the womb, tweets that are calling out Planned Parenthood and saying we shouldn't be funding them with taxpayer dollars. This is what they're calling against their hate insensitive policy. Well, Planned Parenthood is promoting tweets, and their tweets that they're promoting are, you know, ultimately going to go towards their taxpayer funding and their public image. So the bias is so blatant, it's almost unbelievable.
Are you going to delete your tweets?
No, absolutely not. We're going to keep tweeting, and we're actually doing a campaign right now to get people to fund Live Action and to get out the information that Twitter's trying to block, using other platforms, using Facebook, using YouTube, using the blogosphere, obviously coming on here and talking with you, because the key thing here is the information needs to be available to every American about the humanity of life in the womb. Yes. I mean, that's our mission. That's what we're fighting for. Life in the womb is precious. Every life is precious. And so we're not going to back down because Twitter's
Even if I disagreed with you, and I don't, I would stand up for your right to say what you think.
That. And I hope Twitter hears this and stops this ridiculous policy and this picking and choosing because of ideology that is, by the way, I think, passing. This ideology that life in the womb doesn't matter,
Right.
that doesn't have human rights, women want abortion, that's yesterday Twitter. And I hope that they'll catch up and fulfill their own mission statement, as well as fulfilling, promoting and empowering people to spread the truth.
And maybe stop censoring,
Yes,
too.
exactly.
Lila, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tucker.